Hello and welcome back to me talking about magic. In this episode, we're talking about enemy color pairs. If you want to see the video from last week where I talked about allied colors, there's a link in the description. Also, if you haven't seen it, I am giving the two cows comparison for each guild. Not exactly how each color plays, but it's how the guilds work. So let's go. The first color pair is white-black, also known as Orzhov. You have two cows. You involuntarily donate one to the guild, which sells your neighbor milk at a 300% markup with interest. You pay a cow ownership fee for a minimum of 4,000 years. So white and black, they are very much about control. They are into control. Like, they're both allies with blue, so they have some aspects of that, especially with like white with its arresting and stuff like that. However, the main purpose of Orzhov is much more about living eternally. And there are two main ways they try to accomplish this goal. There's the first way, which is my personal favorite, which is not dying in the first place. To accomplish this, there's just lots of ways of siphoning life from your opponent. There's a lot of effects that your opponent will lose 2 life and you gain 2 life. That is a very common effect, and one of my personal favorites is awesome. The other way is about every time a creature dies, you bring it back. There's lots of... Black is very much graveyard based and can have lots of things with that. And white also has some resurrection component, especially when you combine the two. So, never die, and if something does die, you just bring it back. That's fun, right? I would say the main keyword for Orzhov is lifelink. Lifelink is basically whenever you would do damage, you gain that much life as well. So it's like twice for your money. Instead of just doing 3 damage, you do 3 damage and you gain 3 life. That is very much living eternally. When combined with other Orzhov cards that are all about paying life as ways of activating abilities. It's like, pay 3 life to destroy a creature or something. I don't remember any abilities right now. But with lifelink, you're just gonna be constantly gaining life to keep proccing that. So you can continually use that resource. The next color combo is blue-red, also known as Izzet. You have 2 cows. The guild takes one of them and uses it as an experimental alternative fuel source for your neighbor's house. If you remember my description of the single colors, blue is about intellect. Red is about emotion. Those don't always mix too well. But when it comes to Izzet, they mix in a very fun way. Like, I don't even really like to play blue, but when I'm playing Izzet, I enjoy it. So Izzet is... There are different ways of playing Izzet. The way that I like to think of it is the way my friend plays Izzet, which is using blue as to draw lots of cards, and using red to play lots of burn spells. So it's just kind of fueling your burn. But if you actually go to Ravnica, Izzet has ability called Replicate and Overload, which just let you use your spells to hit more things, which is always fun. So I cannot think of a keyword for Izzet because it is actually one of the least common color combos. It's ridiculous. It's so powerful, but I can't think of any particular keywords for it. The next color combo is black-green, also known as Golgari. You have 2 cows. The guild takes the manure and uses it to grow a 3rd cow, which it then gives to your neighbor. So, Golgari is also about life and continually making new life, but it's different from Orzhov. For Orzhov, it's more like it will resurrect your soul again and you can keep living at a price. This is more of if that dies, we're gonna use it to grow new things. So, if you play a Golgari deck, you're also going to be playing graveyard based. However, you could quite easily be playing with tokens, especially Saprolinks. There's a lot of good Golgari Saproling cards. In case you didn't know, Saproling is the main green token. It's like a 1/1 green Saproling token. They're fun. I like Saprolinks. When it comes to a keyword, there isn't really a keyword for Golgari either. It's more about it's about making things. So tokens, sacrificing tokens to do things, and bringing things back from the graveyard. That's Golgari. The next color combo is red-white, also called Boros. You have 2 cows. The guild raids your house and takes one for questioning because it witnessed your neighbor having a conversation with a candle salesman whose brother is wanted for breaking curfew. So you remember how I said last week that Azorius is about like upholding the law and kind of controlling like that? Boros is kind of like the bad cop of that. Boros is about upholding the law. However, they have their own set of laws which they hold in high regard. Right? It's more of a militia than a law enforcement. If you're playing Boros, you're probably gonna be wanting an army of creatures that you just attack with all at once. So the main keywords for Boros is anything that powers up groups. For example, Battlecry or whatever it was called in the most recent Return to Ravnica. You just want to be attacking with lots of things, group buffs, and just send your army in. And that's Boros. Fun fact, I have a Boros commander deck, and my commander for that is Aurelia. So my deck is all about extra combat phases, so I can just keep attacking multiple times in a turn. I am going to talk about Commander in a future episode, so don't worry about that for now. The final color combo is green-blue, also known as Simic. You have 2 cows. The guild takes one of them and combines it with a turtle, then gives it to your neighbor. Yeah, the enemy colors with blue get really interesting. Like, it has like that randomness aspect, or casting multiple things. I guess the keyword for it would be Storm. Good luck with that. You're not getting Storm back. No, you're not. Simic is kind of things growing. Very much like green. However, the blue can give it a advantage that green can't get. For example, flying. There are very few creatures in Magic that are green and have flying. Or at least mono green and flying. So by combining with blue, which has some of the most flyers, you can get an advantage that you would never have normally. So it's kind of playing with the Simic aspect of it from Ravnica. It's about taking things that give you different advantages and combining them. Like, you can get this advantage from green, this advantage from blue, put them together, you have Simic. You know, that's very true with all of the other ones. Ones like, Orzhov is very much white can give you this, black can give you this. However, black and white do naturally have good synergy. Green and blue is a bit more awkward, but it can often works really well when done right. Keyword for Simic is much of a keyword, apart from counters. +1/+1 counters. Just things that make your creatures bigger and allows you to do more things with them. Like, there's a Simic ability called Graft. So it will come into play with a number of counters, and then you can move those counters to other things. That's Simic. And that's all the 2-color combos. Again, each one of these can be played drastically different. For like, there's Boros Aggro, there's Boros Burn. Those are the same color combos, played differently. So, it's all about how you play. So, leave a comment below of your favorite enemy color combo. Mine is Orzhov all the way. I love just sapping my opponent's life away. Okay. And also tell me which is your favorite color combo and how you like to play it. As I just said, I'm Orzhov, and I like to steal life. Every now and then, I like to be different and play more of a graveyard deck. But if I can just siphon life all the way, I will. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your planeswalking friends. And I'll see you guys next time.